Hello, everyone. Welcome to hole number one of this digital tournament. I'm starting off here on the left-hand side with an extra mile and just a marlin ball. I do give it 4.5 bars of topspin and one right spin. There's definitely a play on the right-hand side of this hole as well, but I'm going to recommend that most rookie players with lower level clubs are not going to have a lot of success. And you're probably going to end up in the bunker more often than not. I mean, I might go with it if I play a higher level club and ball combination, but I just want to show you here a nice, straightforward, simple drive down the left-hand side should put you in a nice position, really, for any of the long irons that you like to play. Grizzly, Goliath, backbone, whatever it happens to be. I played the drive 10% max. This shot, I do come in here at 10% medium distance, and as you can see, we give this one just 1 bar of left spin, and I'm playing a rough bump here. Now, I guess you could say 1.1 1 bar of left spin and 0.1 bar of top spin there. There was a tiny little bit on there. 10% mid. I do have this one playing quite precariously close to the edge of the rough. This is a good argument why you could play something like a Quasar or a Katana to have more side spin so that you could set this one up to be a little bit great proof. But if you hit perfect, it's not going to matter. You're going to hit that rough, roll it down, baby. Give you a good chance for eagle here to start things off. Come on, let's go hole number two. All right, so hole number two, there's definitely a couple of ways to play this one. The first method here, I'm recommending a marlin here once again, just to give you a little bit of side spin option there. But nonetheless, see how we have the second bounce up close to the end of the second fairway? You see right there, and kind of the end of the ball guide trickling out into the rough. That's basically how I play this one, with the top of that red ring. Now, a low-level Goliath here, but is touching the top of this rough. That's a general setup here, depending on the wind. These are general guidelines, guys. These are general pathways and ways that you can approach these shots. If you find value in that kind of content, please go ahead, hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe to Erelic Gaming so you don't miss out on any of my Golf Clash content. Baby, come on. I'll show you the rough bump here now. All right, hole two once again. Now, this is how we're going to set up a rough bump here. 3 bars of backspin is not enough unless you've got this kind of strong headwind, okay? And also, the Viper, not necessarily going to be your best choice either. I would go for the Guardian here. It's going to give you like 5, maybe even more bars of backspin, depending here. This is not the greatest shot to play in tailwind. So if I have a headwind here, or maybe a crosswind is where I'm going to look at playing this rough bump right down by the green. But if I have a strong tailwind, you're likely going to see me play that bounce over shot. It's always a matter of preference here and how you like to do it. But as you can see, coming in hot, but we're getting in the hole. We'll see you on hole number 3. All right, so the par 5s on the Milano course can be quite tough. And I'm showing you with like the worst possible ball here. Basic ball for top. I would recommend maybe even stepping up to a Titan, depending on the clubs in your bag. But I'm showing you here that you can get it done. If you have a low level ball, you might need to use some more overpower. And if you bring a higher level ball, it's just going to be a little bit easier to execute this shot. Nonetheless, you see these trees here on the right-hand side of the fairway coming into view right now. You either want to be like this before the trees or past the trees. Don't sit in the middle of them, okay, because that's really what you need to know. Second shot, then, if you have a higher level sniper, bring it. Otherwise, you're not going to have the reach if you are playing these kind of low-level clubs. I give it a little bit of backspin. That's about 3 bars here with the Viper. Line it up directly at the hole. This wind direction, boy, oh boy, this makes it a lot easier to get a good shot. However, when you don't have enough side spin, it's difficult to get that ball guide directly to the hole. So I give it a little bit of curl here. Again, this is a basic ball, and I'm still showing you we can get it down there, give ourselves a very good opportunity. And you know what? It's all in good fun. We got to play this game and enjoy it. I'll see you on hole number 4. All right, so hole number 4, this is like the hardest possible way to play this. You see how I have a navigator recommended? I stand by that recommendation, okay? And the backbone, even though it might have higher level accuracy at low level, you have to adjust for more rings. So I think playing a Goliath on this shot also has a little bit of extra power. You don't need to overpower on a par 3, but this is the path you're going to take. 10% max, bounce on that pad, onto the green, and just like that, you're going to get very, very close to a hole-in-one. Let's play this one now with a rough bump. All right, so hole 4, this rough bump, I'm going to play this one basically in crosswind and headwind, and I would play that bounce over shot with the tailwind. So as you can see, we're right at minimum distance with the Viper. Sniper, of course, is also a very good choice here. I do give this one 2 bars of backspin, and I'm lining it up just by the yellow ring right in the middle of the rough, pointing it just at the cup, baby. And then because we're in min distance with this headwind, we can adjust beautifully onto the nice flat surface and just pull here with 10% minimum distance. Now, this one here is going to benefit a lot from that navigator ball choice, but again, it's not necessary. As you can see, you still get this one very close. So hole number 5 is one of those kind of par 4s that I think is going to be very important for us to get the drop here in the tournament. There is a nice shot on the left-hand side. You could definitely use P3, 4, 5 ball, whatever it takes, good amount of top spin like a big topper, and get it down on the left. However, us regular rookies with low-level EM5s should probably just play with 2 to 3 bars of top spin, about 1 to 2 bars of left spin here, and just play it on the right-hand side. What that does is sets you up beautifully for a straightforward short iron shot. Short iron shot. You know, try to say that one 3 times quickly. So second shot then, I play this one here at 40% mid distance. You'll have to check this out in the tournament and to see what that wind is going to play. That's because we're playing into a headwind here, but we're definitely at nicely medium distance. So setting it up with that clear ring, just cutting into the playing surface there onto the green, like 3.2 bars of backspin, and line this one up at the hole. I love this course, guys. It's such an old school course. I'm really looking forward to playing this digital tournament. I feel like Playdemic made it for me. You know, I'm a big nerd, always talking about the digital topics in my stream. And hey, if you haven't ever been to my live stream, check it out. See if you can join us. I know the time zone might be different for everyone. Well, it is, but it might be tough to make it while I'm live at 1 in the morning. All right, hole number 6. This is the second par 5, and we're going to show you a slightly more aggressive approach here. You could play it to the right with like a quarterback max right curl, and, you know, come in with a Viper on the second shot. I like to come at the big topper down the middle path here. You can see we're at about medium distance, max top, and I do give it a little bit, about 1 bar of left spin here. The idea is, as you can see, we're going to basically have a second bounce rough bump up to that nice little pad in the middle. So this shot is very wind dependent, of course. Strong headwind is not going to be the play. You're going to do, as I said earlier, and play it off to the right with a good amount of curl, or like an extra mile rough bump on the right hand side. I might play it live, so check it out, guys. Come and join us in the chat. But here's a nice way, that extra top spin, as you can see, even low level big topper gets us down the middle. So second shot, this one here would work with a Viper as well, because we are using 1 bar of backspin. However, the sniper, if you've got it, even in a low level like this, is a great place to use it, because that little bit of extra ball guide that you get, and we're bouncing way down low. Check out where our landing position is, right? So you don't want to be too high up on this hill. It's going to really change the trajectory of this approach. So 1 bar of backspin would definitely still work with a Viper, and we got that ball guide just through the pin. I make a 10% max adjustment here, and guys, if you can get this drop in live play, it's going to make a massive difference, especially in a rookie tournament. It's going to put you way up on the competition. So this course, I'm telling you, lots of good shots to be had, but it can be very difficult as well. Don't kid yourself. But a little bit of luck, and we'll get ourselves an albatross. All right, so hole number 7, I'm going to show you 2 ways to play this par 3 as well. This one here is a very conservative approach. I recommend bringing that Navigator or even a Marlin here to give you a little bit of right spin. The Quasar are probably going to be really, really nice. Couple bars of backspin there. That's 3 back, and I adjust here 10% max. I do think I give this one a bit of right curl here, as we should, yeah, to get that one close to the pin. The likelihood of a drop in this scenario, I'd say, is quite low, but it's possible. The second attempt here, though, you're going to see the way that most people are going to play hole number 7. So the second look here on hole number 7, I'm sure you guessed it, is the rough bump. You definitely want the Goliath here. I know I had the Goliath up for the previous shot. The backbone or the Goliath works just fine bouncing over. But for this rough bump here, 10% max distance. And I do think a Navigator here is a really good choice, cutting down the wind as much as possible. Not that you're going to have any trouble with 1.8, but it's not always like that in the tournament when you are depending on it. So line this one up right before the hole. This is one of those ones, guys, we got to get this dialed in. We have to get this drop, especially in good wind. Ooh, baby. We'll see you on number 8. All right, so hole number 8, there's definitely a play to the left. if you have the right setup. I probably could have played it here, but this was a long time ago, and I was really playing safe here. Literally just laying up on the right-hand side, close to this fairway on the left, and what that's going to do is just give us a straight look at the green. The left-hand side can be finicky, very wind dependent. This is a play for all rookies to get this one down there, no questions asked. We'll definitely set up nicely with the sniper. But Viper's going to be a great play here if you've got headwind or a low-level ball and you're just not having the reach. Once again, I kind of always use a Viper approach with like 3 to 4 bars of backspin. Gives you a good bit of control when you're using those wood clubs. So 10% max for this drive. I mean, I put 10% mid, or for the second shot here, I should say. 10% mid for the drive. It's kind of max mid depending on where you're setting it up. It's a layup setup here, but come check out the stream. Hopefully, I will show you something a little more aggressive on the left. But this can be done, baby. We've got to get those booms. We'll see you on number 9. Welcome to hole number 9. Guys, this is one of the hardest par 5s in the game. All right, so I'm showing you with the Marlin and the extra mile here. But this is a good setup here to use a big topper and a Titan, or a big topper and a Zerk, especially if you're trying to get to that green in 2. It's really long. It's very difficult to do. If you have an EM4 kind of account, I think this is going to be the way you really want to play it here. I'm basically playing driver, wood club, wood club. So the whole thing with that is it gives me a nice controlled way to play without having to try to go crazy over power and leave a lot of the shot to luck. I do want to try to have a controlled play here. So extra mile, it's enough to get it over, get it down. Sets us up for our second shot, which, as you can see, it's going to be wind dependent, and there's no way I could show a shot on a hole number 9 that's going to suit everyone. Getting an eagle here with low level is like almost the same as getting an albatross, right? So you'll see here, I am going to stretch it out and take a look to see if I can get over to that far fairway. It just doesn't really work. If you had a Titan, yeah, you probably could get over. You had some topspin, yeah, probably could get over, but I don't, and I know many people won't. And the Milano course is tough. It's why I'm really showing you kind of some different ways to play here, give you a look at it to keep you safe. So I'm literally just laying it up here. Got that with the target right between the bunker and the rough. And, a little bit of left curl just to get it off to the side there and to set ourselves up for that third shot. So there we go. Careful. Any mishap here, it's going to definitely be a drastic deficit to your outcome. So here, as you can see, third shot with the wood club. Now what we really just need to do is get a clean little bounce up to the green. I give it the 3 back, and I got that second bounce sort of on the fringe. I don't know the exact perfect spot, but I think this is going to be a safe way for so many people to approach this play. Because the thing about this green is so sensitive. You can roll over it and just completely ruin your day if you're not careful. So just be aware of that. Play this conservatively unless you know what you're doing, and spend some practice tokens on this hole. That was a little bit off, but as you can see, we're sitting on the green. We're sitting pretty. Good luck in the digital tournament. Don't forget to subscribe to Erelic Gaming.